Cool. I think we're live. What's going on, everybody? Tanner Timmons here. Excited to be on the Wednesday night webinar with you guys. We're going to give everyone a couple more minutes, to get this thing promoted through their groups. So shoot out some last-minute text messages, some last-minute phone calls. Make sure everyone is aware that the webinar is going on tonight with the playbook training. Like I said, excited to be on here. Excited to share some good content with you guys, some good information, something that's obviously going to help you build your organizations, not only help you personally, but help you build your organization as well with the playbook, the latest and greatest addition or tool to our organization, I guess you guys could say. So a couple more minutes. We'll get this thing kicked off. I'm going to cut the video, and then we'll get it started here, guys. Hang tight. Thanks. Cool. What's up, guys? Welcome to tonight's playbook training webinar. My name is Tanner Timmons. For those of you who do not know me, I am super excited to be on the webinar. This is my first time on here in a couple weeks or so. It's been a while since I've been on, so I am excited to be here with you guys. Like I said, tonight we're going to be talking about the playbook and going into some detail about how to use the playbook yourself, and then how to use it to build your organization as well, further it along than it is already, guys. So that being said, just one quick thing, that I wanted to bring to everyone's attention that is here on tonight's webinar before I dive into the details. The Connecticut Regional, November 15th in Hartford, Connecticut, or outskirts of Hartford, Connecticut, I should say. That is only, 16 or 17 days away, guys. The link to the Connecticut Regional is in the Elite Network Facebook group. If you have not purchased a ticket already, please go and purchase your ticket tonight. You do want to get a ticket before they all do sell out. You don't want to have that issue, be scrambling around, the last couple of days before the event trying to, scalp a ticket from someone that can't make it. That's just the real hassle. So grab a ticket, maybe even grab a ticket for a friend. I do have a group within my organization that is in Connecticut, like an hour or so away. And these guys have not only purchased tickets for themselves, they have purchased 1 or 2 extra tickets for their friends that are excited to come to the regional to really see what VIMA is about. They've been to some events. They've been on a Skype call here or there. They kind of have an idea of it. They kind of have a gist of it. They want to go to the regional, see what kind of, see the real deal, see it for themselves in person, guys. So definitely utilize it, not only for yourselves, but utilize it for your friends that are teeter-totting or not 100% sure whether or not they want to be in VIMA. They go to a regional with 500 people. They see the playbook. They see the speakers. They see the leadership. They see the professionalism. Why would they not get started? So it just makes sense, guys. Just wanted to bring that to your attention because, believe it or not, it is only 3 weeks away. It is coming up very, very quickly, and then also looking to have a regional in January as well to kick the year of 2015 off. But we'll obviously keep you up to date with all those details, guys. So wanted to make that quick announcement. Wanted to thank Luke Kish for, inviting me onto the training tonight. And we're going to dive into it, guys. Like we said, it is a playbook training, okay, playbook webinar. And I think the biggest thing for me is that this is it, man. This is it. This is the tool and the key to success, not only for you, but for your organization. And I think that's the biggest thing. So if you're not putting emphasis on the playbook, if you're not utilizing the playbook day in and day out, you might want to start doing that. Honestly, because at the end of the day, guys, why did we create this? Why did we create this? People do not build businesses. Systems build businesses. People run the system, right? So that's why we created the playbook, guys. That's why we created the playbook, guys. So if it's not the centerpiece of your organization or of your business, make it the centerpiece. It needs to be there. It has to be, in order for you to see the results long term, to create a sustainable, manageable organization that you're looking for to produce the time freedom, financial freedom that you're after with VIMA, guys. So that's really a big thing. That's why we have a webinar every single week discussing the playbook, because it is the centerpiece of our organization now, guys, which is super, super exciting. So first things first, you as an individual, tonight I don't think I'm gonna, go, give a huge tutorial on how to, step by step fill out, your playbook. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. We made it as simple and easy as we possibly could. So I don't want to spend too much time going through on how to do that. We obviously have some great webinars recorded that discuss that, not only with Luke Kish, but some of the other guys. Dave Ennis, absolutely a phenomenal job last week on the one that he did. I was attending that webinar. Very well done, and seeing his perspective on it all, the knowledge and experience that he brings was amazing. So definitely check his out. He has a great step-by-step tutorial on how to fill out your playbook step by step. I mean, I'll go into a little bit of detail, but I'm not going to spend the majority of my time there, guys. I'm more interested in helping you utilize the playbook, and helping you explain why, or helping you understand why the playbook can really build your organization to infinite levels. So that being said, before you can use the playbook to build a organization, you must fill out the playbook completely. You must fill out the playbook completely, right? There's a lot of excitement, a lot of hype, a lot of anticipation for the playbooks to be in everyone's hands, right? We released them at the Philadelphia Regional. But those of you that are on the call or on the webinar tonight, one question that I have for you guys is, how many of you have actually gone through the playbook, page by page, and filled out every little thing, from the personal profile to the dreams, to the goals, customer list, affiliates list, and how many of you completed the checklist? Some of you may be in the process of doing that. how many have you started? How much have you completed of the checklist? You know, so how much of the playbook are you utilizing the calendar? You know, are you scheduling your events? How many of you actually have completed the entire playbook? You know, that would be a big question for me. You know, and some of you may be thinking, okay, well, I've done that. Great, awesome. You're on your way. I've done a page or two. That's better than nothing. That's better than nothing. You know, and then some of you may be saying, well, you know, it really looks amazing, and I'm kind of afraid to write on it. I don't know if I want to write in it. You know, I definitely understand that thought process, guys, but you absolutely have to fill out the playbook. You know, you know, Anton, I think, said it best on his webinar. You know, I really enjoyed his. He said, how can you go out and play the game if you've not even studied the playbook, or in this instance, completed the playbook? Think about that. How can you go out and play the game if you've not studied or completed the playbook fully and expect to win? You can go out there and play, but can you expect to win? Can you really expect to see the success that you want to see? No. You know, and I know that, you know that, you know, so that would be the first thing. Complete your own playbook. You know, go through it. I mean, it really is just so simple, I think, guys. The personal profile, huge. You know, and you know, especially, I love that we have the social media. You know, the social media in here is huge. You know, Kish always says it: input, output. You know, get the Twitter names, get the Instagram names, get them on Facebook. You know, if you can't friend them because they're maxed out on friends, you know, follow them. You know, that's what I did. You know, it's just and seeing these things on a day-to-day basis, on a weekly basis, constantly seeing Vima. You know, if that's what you're taking in, that's what you're going to be putting out. You know, that's what you're going to be. You know, that's what you're going to be acting on. You know, so it's just it's huge. You know, it seems such a little thing, but at the end of the day, it's a massive thing. You know, on social media, because where do we spend our time? Where do we spend our time? In our phones. I don't have my phone on me. In our phones, on social media. You know, so you may overlook it, but it's huge. And I think my favorite part, you know, is the dreams page. Something that I think some of us may have gotten away from, you know, at some point in our Vima career, you know, when we've been facing hardships or facing struggles. You know, if you guys are new here on the webinar tonight, this is huge, man. This is absolutely huge. You know, I can't even, I don't know how else to put it. You know, it's the most important page in my, you know, my honest opinion. I mean, this is what's going to drive you. This is what's going to motivate you. This is what's going to push you forward. You know, when you have the hard times, when you have the struggles, when someone's telling you no, you know, or someone is just not in favor of it. This is what's going to get you through. This is what's going to get you through, you know, and I think without it, you know, I think you're going to end up lost. You know, and some of you guys that are on the webinar that have been in this thing for a couple months, or, you know, been in it for a year or so and not at the position that you want to be, you know, or excuse me, I should say the rank that you want to be, or haven't seen the success that you want to see. Have you filled out your dreams page? Have you filled out your dreams page? Have you? Okay, yes, you have. Cool. If you haven't, start dreaming again. Okay, but if you have, this might be something that you want to read every morning, or every night, or a couple times a week, just to keep you going. If you're in that rut, you know, or if you're facing those hard times, you know, this is what's going to pull you out. This is what's going to pull you out. Dream again. It sounds corny, but dream again. And if you're new on the webinar, still read it every morning, every night. You know, it's just, I remember when I first got started in the business, you can ask Tyler Small, you can ask Luke Kish, you know, or you know, some of the other guys within my organization or some of my other uplines. I had a dream board above my bed on the ceiling for months because I was just so excited about what Vima could do for me and the lifestyle that it was going to give me. You know, I had cars up there, I had houses up there, I had, you know, just pallets and pallets of, you know, cash money. You know, that was my, you know, dream. And what did I see first thing when I woke up in the morning? My dreams, you know, and when I went to sleep at night, right before I turn off the light, what did I see? My dreams. Right, guys? So now we've put it here in front of you within the playbook. You have to fill out your dreams. You know, what's your dream life? You know, and if it's, you know, if it's not really to retire mom and dad, don't write it. You know, Holton Bugs says you got to get over that of feeling guilty, you know, for wanting to get rich. If you got involved with Vima to get rich, write down your dream. I want to be rich. I want to buy this. I want to go to this place. I want to do this. I want to do that. If that's what it is, write it down. That's what's truly going to motivate you, not writing down, oh, I wish mom and dad, I want mom and dad to be retired. Yeah, that would be great. But if that's not going to if that's not going to push you and pull you forward, why write it? Why write it? Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. What are your dreams? What's your dream lifestyle with Vemma? Why you? Why can you succeed in Vemma? Why can you succeed in Vemma? Very, very important. Because if you don't think you can succeed, then no one's going to think you can succeed. And that's just the reality of things. So sit down and think about your networks. Why can I succeed in Vemma? Because I have a huge network of friends. I'm social. I'm ambitious. I'm motivated. I'm money driven. I'm consistent. I'm persistent in my efforts, and no matter what I do, And then why Vemma? Why is Vemma right for you? Is it the products? Is it the leadership in the company? Is it what is it? What is it about Vemma that is allowing you to see success? Why is Vemma the right thing for you? So that's pretty. I mean, the first 2 pages. I mean, what did I just spend? 8 minutes on the first 2 pages. It's huge, absolutely huge. You got the income closure, pretty self-explanatory. Figure out what it is that you want from Vemma. That tells you where you need to get at. And what I think here, what I like to tell my teams, guys, on the income page, the income disclosure, it's like figure out what it is that you want from Vemma. Right? Whether it's bronze, silver, diamond, executive, ambassador, presidential, pinnacle, whatever it is, it's like figure out what it is with Vemma, and then, get back with, myself or one of your uplines, one of your mentors in the business. Say, okay, I want to be platinum in 6 months from now. Maybe you've been in for, a couple months, or maybe you're brand new, who knows, right? But I want to be platinum in 6 months. That's what your goal is, right? So you want to be making, might as well say $31,000 a year in the next 6 months. So this is what I tell my guys. Once you figure out what it is from Vemma that you want, that's when we can sit down and say, okay, well, this is what we need to do in the playbook, X amount of times a week, at least, to get you those results. Right? So simple, guys. So they can see, you can pick your own goals, right? And you can help people in your organization pick your own goals. And then you can say, okay, we need to do home events. We need to do Skype calls. We need to, get the customers, and start going through the checklist. How many times a week do we need to be doing this? How many times a day? Maybe you need multiple Skype calls. Maybe you need multiple home events. You just never know, guys. So I really do like that page. Just, it obviously has a lot of uses, but that's one reason that I do like that page. Goals, guys. Amazing, to have. If you don't know how to hit bronze, here's how you hit bronze right here. I'm not going to sit here and explain it to you guys. It's self-explanatory, and very, very beneficial, for the newest person to see that, which I'll talk on here in a second, guys. Goals, obviously goals are important. Give yourself a direction to go in. If you have no goals, you have no direction. You're going to end up right where you're at, which is not where you want to be. It's like a ship without a rudder, I'm sure you've heard that saying. If you've not heard that saying, you're going to hear it a lot in Vemma, if you're goalless. And then from there, the basics, guys, the customer list, the affiliate list, self-explanatory, the approach. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and read this to you guys. You can read, the leading with the business, leading with the product. All of that is just your intention, good intention, find the need and fill it. Why can Vemma improve your friend's life, and how can it benefit them? I think is the biggest thing. How to run a proper home event, again, self-explanatory. The success system, again, self-explanatory, guys. The webinar, what we're on right now, the SoundCloud account, the YouTube account, the Facebook group, the rank advancement call, quick start training call, 6-figure mentorship call, the personal development. Obviously, all that is important. That is the system. That is what you're plugging yourself into. If you're not attending these things or, plugged into these things on a day-to-day basis or a week-to-week basis, I just don't know what you're expecting to get out of Vemma, if you're wanting to make a lot of money, to be honest with you guys. And if it's the quick start training call, you got something going on Saturday at 2 p.m., a family reunion or a wedding or something, I don't know. don't use that as an excuse to not listen to that call. It's on the SoundCloud account every weekend. They're uploaded. Same thing with a six-figure mentorship call, the new rank advancement call, all that stuff, guys. It's the the more you educate yourself, the more you're gonna the more success you're gonna see. The more plugged in you are, the more success you're gonna see. How you think Luke Kish, is about to hit star ambassador just by, watching one webinar a month, or, hosting one webinar a month, or, hosting one call every 3 months? Come on, guys, be realistic. He's on this webinar right now. If you don't believe me, go down and scroll the attendees. I guarantee you see his list. I don't even have to check. I know he's on here, right? Come on, the checklist, big, go through that. If you haven't completed the checklist, you got to complete it. You got to complete it. I really think, you're just kidding yourself at that point. The calendar, guys, phenomenal. It's got the calls laid out for you. Schedule your one-on-one, schedule your events, schedule your Skype calls. Put your class schedule in here. Put your class schedule in here so you can see, you can see what days you have open. Put your class schedule in here so you can see what days. Put your work schedule in here so you can see what days. I know there's one there's a good friend of mine within my organization. His name's Mo. He's up in Connecticut. I know he has his schedule in his calendar, and guess what he does? Carries this baby around every day in the classroom through school. Guess what he does? He carries this around. He's got his schedule back there in the calendar, and guess what people do? What is that? What is it? What are you carrying? What's the playbook? That's a good way to pique interest, wouldn't you say? Look how attractive that thing is, right? Use this baby. Use this baby. It's the centerpiece of our business, guys. So those are just the main things I really wanted to touch on. Again, I think the most important two things, again, personal profile and pages, input output, and pulling what's going to pull you, what's going to get you to put the time and effort into into this business to get those results, dreams. And that's why they're the first 2 pages in the playbook, guys. So from here, I'm going to take a quick drink. Sorry. A little bit of a cotton mouth there. From here, guys, I just want to talk to you about how to really use this playbook to build your organization. And how you use this playbook is how the people within your organization are going to use it. And I think if you kind of take this approach, I'm pretty positive if you take this approach, you're going to get good results. And I've talked to Anton about this. This is the approach that he's taken. I talked to Tyler about this multiple times. And it's amazing approach, guys. Let this do the heavy lifting for you. I think what builds this business the most and gives you the sustainability and the success that you're looking for, person to person, personal relationships. How can Vima help them? How can help them see that Vima can help them? The playbook, it can help you achieve that. Really, and what the playbook allows you to do is it allows you to sit down with someone one-on-one and walk them through building a Vima business before they even get started. And once they see how simple and easy it is with the playbook, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to get started. So Art Williams, A.L. Williams, some of you guys may know his name. If you don't know his name, he's in the recommended personal development, Art of Recruiting. He built the largest insurance company in the entire world. I believe one year they did 92 billion worth of sales in insurance, which is just nauseating amount of sales. And how did he build his business? Over the kitchen table is what he'd like to say. Build this business over the kitchen table. What does that mean? Person to person. What does that mean? One-on-ones. Use this. Build this business with one-on-one. I think it's going to give you the best results. Home events are great. Don't get me wrong. 5, 10, 15 people, great. But you get outside 20, 30 people, and there's only, 4 or 5, 6 new people there. It's overwhelming. You can't get to everyone. You can't answer all their personal questions. You can't help them see how Vima really fits into their life. One-on-one, you can help them do that. So what do? You grab a product. whatever product you think will suit them. You grab a playbook, you set up a time, you sit down and meet with them. You don't even have to have an upline there. If you have an upline there, great. If you have the playbook, you're pretty much golden, you know, in my honest opinion. So you grab a Mojo, you know, they're a huge coffee fan. You grab your playbook, you go and sit down with your friend and say, hey, man, I got something that can help you. Or, hey, girlfriend, I got something that can help you. You know, maybe they got a part-time job they're looking to get out of. Maybe they're buried in student loan debt. Maybe they need a new car. You know, maybe they are looking for a full-time income. Maybe they're looking for some extra spending money, you know, whatever it is. Hey, man, I know, look, I got you here today. Why? I know you hate your part-time job. I have something that can help you get out of it. Well, what is it? What is it about? It has to do with this, and put it on the table, and this here. Hand them the Mojo, right? Try it. I know you're a huge coffee fan. Try it. They're gonna love the product, obviously. The product and this, it does all the work for you. It does all the work for you. You just got to walk them through it, right? Walk them through the product, walk them through the playbook. What am I drinking? You're drinking the world's healthiest coffee. One of the world's healthiest coffee, right? Vemma. It's our company, health and wellness company. Go through Vemma, VEMMA, the acronym, the 2-ounce liquid multivitamin that's within the coffee. Talk about the product line that we have. Simple. 2-3 minutes, you're through the products, if that, right? For the most part, we just want to know how we're, you know, the kids our age, we just want to know how we're going to make the money. That's where the playbook comes in hand, right? So they try the product, they like the product, obviously. They love the product, obviously, right? They see the health benefits behind it. You explain the company, you explain, you know, all that good stuff to them. And you say, look, man, all we're doing is building a network of people drinking those products that you're drinking right now. How do we do that? That's why I brought my playbook along to show you. That's why I brought my playbook along to show you. Your playbook's filled out. So they're going to see the importance of a playbook right away because you've got your playbook filled out, right? You've got a huge list. You've got some things on the checklist checked off. You've got your calendar with some times and some important dates in there, right? With the regional November 15th, pencil that in. You know, one-on-one, Skypes, whatever it is. This is how we're going to build a network of people drinking those products. Okay, well, what are we doing here? Look, man, Anton said it, and I love it. I'm going to steal his line. Well, what are we doing here? It's on the front page. Read it to him. Word for word. We're networking products that people already spend money on throughout the most socially connected generation the world has ever seen during one of the worst economies since the Great Depression. That's what we're doing. We're just building a network of people. How we build it? Simple. Look at all these people that I work with. These are all my mentors. These are all my uplines in the business. These guys have helped me have helped me make money in the week that I've been involved, 2 weeks that I've been involved, the month that I've been involved. These guys right here, they've all helped me make money. I know all of them personally. Been on Skype calls, been on phone calls with them, met them in person. They've helped me make money. They're going to help you make money. Okay. Why, and then, this is why I'm doing Vemma, talking to your friend, this is the lifestyle I want from it. This is why this is why I think I can succeed in Vemma, and this is why I think Vemma is the right opportunity for me, so just ask them, what's your dream lifestyle, man? If money was not a thing, if you could do whatever you wanted to do, live the life that you want to live, what would it be? Why do you think you could be good at Vemma? Help them, get them thinking, dreaming, get them dreaming, and then get them thinking. Suggest why they could be good at Vemma. Why do you think you could be good at Vemma? Look, me knowing you, I know you could be good at Vemma. Dude, you have 4,000 friends on Facebook. You have a huge social network. Think about all the people that consume energy drinks, consume coffee, consume all of that garbage. Think about all the people we could talk to, right? You're social, you're motivated, you got straight A's in school. Get them thinking, why could they be good at Vemma, right? Why is Vemma right for them? Get them thinking. Walk them through that. Right there, they're just gonna be like, "Yo, they're gonna say in their head, this makes sense. This is pretty cool. I can talk to this person. I can talk to that person. I can talk to this person. I can talk to that person." Thinking, cars, money, jewelry, houses, mansions, whatever it is, right? Walk them through. Here's the income disclosure. You can show them the kind of money that can be made, and you know, the amount of, you know, the size of the organization to make that kind of money. 1,000 people in your business, you're making 100,000 a year, man. Pretty cool, right? You got 4,000 friends on Facebook. That's a quarter of your Facebook friends, and you're making 100,000 a year. They're gonna be like, wow, numbers are in my favor. Achieving bronze. This is how we, you know, this is how we have the residual income, you know, and break it down for them, you know, and then share your goals with them. Share your goals with them. Be like, look, man, I got my first customer. You know, I set my goal for my second day in the business. I got my first customer, first day in the business, right? Bronze. I'm hitting bronze this week. I've only been in for 5 days, you know, but at the end of this weekend, I'm bronze. You know, share your goals with them, get them thinking, you know, and help them better understand, you know, the compensation plan here on the goals page. The list, you know, self-explanatory, walk them through, be like, look, man, I'm going to sit down with you. We're going to get you one of these playbooks, and I'm going to sit down with you, and we're going to create a list of customers, people that want the business, or excuse me, people that want the products, not the business. And then we're going to make a list of affiliates, people that want the business and want the product as well. You know, I'm going to sit down and help you. It's huge. Your friend needs to know that you're going to help them step by step by step by step. That's person-to-person business. How do you build the friendship stronger? How do you build the relationship stronger? Sitting down and helping them, you know? Show them how simple. Okay, well, what do I say to my, you know, this sounds amazing. This makes perfect sense. I want to get rich. You want to get rich. We need to do this, but what do I say to my friends? I'm glad you asked. Here's how we approach customers. Here's how we approach people about the business. Right here for you, man. We've gotten it figured out. It's so simple. We get one of these in your hands, bound to see success. Right? What we're doing right now, me and you can do this with your friends, with a playbook. And we'll walk them through playbooks as well. And what are they going to do? They're going to be thinking the same thing you're going to think. And they're going to want to get started as well. You know, and then once we got a few guys on the team, we can run some home events. Home events are huge. Home events are huge. We don't want to get them way out of proportion, right? We just want like 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 friends max over. Get them excited. See other people are excited. Everyone's drinking product. Everyone's having a good time. Some music playing. You know, good environment. All that stuff. That's what's going to build the business. You know, once we really get things going here. You know, and as well as doing these one-on-ones with your friends. Huge. Perfect. With these two things, you're golden. And we got Skype, and we got phone calls. I'm not even mentioning all the ways that we could build this business. But trust me, right? You got these guys thinking they're excited. If you're excited going through this with them, they're going to be excited. They're going to be excited, right? And then this just caps it off, the success system. Caps it off. Look, man. Ask them, how helpful is this? How simple and easy does this seem? Think about it, this is simple. This is easy. I can do this. Exactly. That's why I wanted to get you here, man. We can get you out of your part-time job with this. And look at this. Look at this. We got a success system, man. We got something to plug into every single week. Or every single day if we wanted. You know, we could go on the YouTube channel and watch these recorded webinars, you know, opportunities and trainings. You know, we could go on the SoundCloud and listen to some calls, but we got new calls. You know, we got new calls every Saturday and Sunday, you know, and then every new rank advancement period. You know, I don't want to confuse you too much about that. We can talk about that later. You know, we got new calls, you know, once a month, you know, and then we got new calls every single week. Huge. Man, you read a couple of these books, listen to a couple of these audios. I read, Business of the 21st Century. Dude, blew my mind about this industry and the amount of money that we can make. You know, I listened to Darren Hardy's The First 7 Days CD. After I read the first 7 days, or after I listened to the first 7 day CD and filled out my playbook, this was easy. This is easy. You know? And then the last thing, guys, showing them the checklist. You know, the checklist. Hey, you work on this, baby, and you check all these off, you'll be golden. You will be a success in Vimo, you know, and have your checklist. You know, if it's not already checked off, you're working through it. Look, man, I've only been in this thing for a week or so, but look how much I've gotten done. You know, look at this. You know, I got a frenzy. I made $700. I got free product next month. You know, it's people are attracted to that. People are attracted to that. You know, the commitment at the end, huge for yourself, huge. Be here a year from now. You know, be here a year from now. Show them the calendar. Show them how easy it is to schedule. You know, their day-to-day activities. Tell them, yo, have your calendar filled out. The more you have filled out in here, the more real and tangible it's going to seem to your friend. If you're showing them a blank playbook, they don't care. They might care. They're not going to care like they would care if you had it filled out. If you showed them that you actually were doing these things and you were actually, you know, implementing the things in this playbook and getting results from doing it, they're going to be so much more confident in you and in the playbook and in the system and in the guidance that you give them. You know, so show them the calendar. Look, man, I got my classes in here. I got my work in here. You know, I got one-on-one tomorrow with another buddy. You know, I got a Skype, you know, 2 days from now with another buddy. It's my friend out in Cali that I'm Skyping. Whatever it is, you know, show them. You know, show them. You know, and you're gonna get those results, guys. So, you know, I mean, that's pretty much all I really wanted to talk about. You know, I don't want to keep you guys on here too long. I know these tend to go a bit longer than normal, you know, with the playbook training, guys. But I think you guys get the good idea. You know, I think you guys really understand the simplicity, the importance, that's it. It's the centerpiece of the organization now. And if it's not the centerpiece in your VIMA organization, if it's not the centerpiece in your organization, change that. Change that. It's the centerpiece for the elite network. Is it the centerpiece for your own personal organization? If it's not, change it. Make this the centerpiece of your organization. I can't promise or guarantee you anything. Fill this baby out. Use this baby on a day-to-day basis. Carry it to class with you. Peak interest. What is that? It's how I'm gonna be a millionaire. That's what it is. This is a step-by-step guide to become a millionaire. You want to see the goodies? Can't show you in class. We're gonna have to set up a time. Come on, tell me how much fun that wouldn't be, right? You know, so utilize this, guys, to your advantage. Fill it out. Stick by it. Live by it. VIMA-wise, and go out there and act on it. You know, so that's what I got for you guys tonight. Hopefully, I was able to give you some good information. Hopefully, I was able to guide you in a more clear direction than you came in, you know, on the call. I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your evening or out of your night, I should say, to get on this webinar. Again, I appreciate Luke Kish inviting me onto the webinar to cover this material. That's all I got for you guys. You know, let's go out there. Let's act on it. Let's take action. Regional, Connecticut, November 15th. If you haven't got your ticket, get your ticket. It's going to be an awesome event, like every Elite Network regional event is. Playbooks will be there for purchase. Get your playbooks. If you haven't gotten a playbook, fill it out. If you haven't filled it out, and everyone enjoy the rest of your night. Have a good night, guys. See ya.